Come on, we deserve it! His team ain't on our level! Get that!
Welcome to Beijing, and we're talking playoffs. The playoffs are underway as the Rumble, the #1 seed, set to take on the Maulers. The Maulers have disappointed so far, but still have a chance here for a big upset today.
The Rumble have been dominant this entire series, but the big question mark is what can Jelani Janisse give them after tweaking his hamstring in the previous game? He probably won't be very athletic in those springs.
Memphis Robinson, who's been superb in this tournament, finds Whitney White, and a quick start for the Rumble. 2 points there as he follows that ball through. Stan, freestyle, not wasting any time, gets the 2 points back. Fletcher is determined to get to his first final today, it looks like.
Did you see how low he stayed? As Whitney goes high, elects to go high as a counterpoint to Stan's low-hanging shakedown move.
Teron Williams, we're going to have a penalty here on the outside. Looks like Stan's going to get some contact there.
No, actually, Memphis disrupted Teron's bounce there and disrupts Teron's attempt. The micro gunner heads up against the macro gunner, and the winner is Memphis, who is on fire here.
The micro machine, Memphis Robinson, is Stan with the 360 double tramp stamp. He's on it early. This could be an exciting day, knowing what he's capable of. Memphis into the island, looks for Jelani. First shot of the game, nothing but net.
And that is a great sign for Coach Rob Wilson. If Jelani Janisse can give them that steadying presence, that makes them that much harder to defend.
But Jelani, you see him not leading the break there, finally in the middle, looking for Whitney White, hits the springs and finishes it down again over top of Dr. No, Rodney Bond.
Well, early returns here as you see Stan Fletcher with this ludicrous spinning dunk over Redmond. Jelani Janisse is staying to the island, some ginger bounces in the springs, and hitting that shot from outside. If he can continue to do that and set up his teammates, the Rumble are going to have a really good shot here.
Teron Williams with a little bit of a travel, but got away with it. Sets up from the outside and got it. A nice start here for the Maulers. 8 points, only had 5 in the first half of their last game, so already off to a better start, and yet we got another whistle.
And Whitney White taking advantage of Teron Williams with his back turned.
Whitney White, high, fast, elbow through, grabs the net to steady himself. He went Vince Carter on us.
Whitney White is the big gunner for this Rumble team.
Whitney White's one of the best gunners in the game. A high flyer. Take flight Whitney White is what we call him. He never disappoints us.
Gennaro Hemphill in here for the Rumble, handling the duties here. Looks again for Whitney White, battles it up. Bond is up to the challenge that time, and here come the Maulers, down 14-8. Stan looking to create, hits the back, hits the top, two-handed power jam, double tramp stamp.
I am telling you, Stan Fletcher is playing chess against a bunch of stoppers playing checkers. Here he is with the ludicrous shakedown move, perfectly executed, and look how open he is. He just completely took the stopper out of the play.
And Memphis with the response, just unbelievable display of shooting by this guy this tournament.
Memphis, watch this little escape dribble behind his back, and then with the pure form, just drip drop from outside.
Here comes the Maulers, down 6. Zhao leaves it. Teron Williams, a nice little leave off there. Some actual offense from the Maulers that time, not just relying on Stan.
Was that an offensive set that involved 2 players that was not Stan Fletcher? That's pretty good there. Isano showing a really good understanding for the game.
Gennaro Hemphill with the true fadeaway, landing in the beds, but finds Memphis again. Just ridiculous. He's on fire. Don't touch him, folks. You're gonna get burned.
That's just liquid. Memphis Robinson, you give him some daylight, he will make you pay.
And he has seemingly not missed in this tournament, but a few times. None so far today. Is just Stan Fletcher interrupting my thought with the sick bounce.
Stan is otherworldly driven to take his team to the championship game against all odds.
I see myself as the top player in this game, so I'm going to try my hardest to prove that. The Slashers, Rumble, Mob, they all have their championships. The Maulers are the ones that's left out, sticking out like a sore thumb.
Still hard to believe. The Maulers, no titles. With all the talent they've had over the years, still trying to find their way home. And we have another face-off coming here. No, not a face-off, excuse me. We have a turnover on Memphis.
Whenever you come out of the Springs with the ball, you have to put the ball off the glass to reset your dribble. Memphis Robinson didn't do that. That will be a turnover.
The quick hitter three looking for it. Stan didn't get it, but the Maulers with one of their better performances so far, alive and well in this semifinal.
Maulers put together a good first half as Stan getting on his protege there, and Stan's other protege was involved in an incident with the Maulers.
Oh, wow, we got a big hit, really nasty hit over here. Inches Jackson taking out Lufang. Ooh, looks like he might have even caught his head there, Mason. That is a big-time hit.
Sean Jackson lost his head and made a terrible hit in the back of Lufang.
A brutal hit. Let's see how Lufang responds.
He flew off the stage, and I saw him for a second. He wanted to just lay there, and then he just triggered it up and just popped back up. Popped up and ran on the court.
Lufang is up on his feet. Let's see if he'll step in for the face-off.
At that point, the crowd wanted Lou to put the nail in the coffin.
Lufang is getting the crowd pumped up. They want to see Lufang in this one-on-one situation.
And he wastes no time and flies and finishes two hands. Great finish as he moves over just at the last second to power jam at home.
He got up off the top tramping that face-off, man, and went chest-to-chest with Sean Jackson, one of the original slam ball guys, and took him out.
That was really special, just otherworldly toughness.
I think for sure the Chinese culture has never seen someone in sports take a physical beating like that and just get back up like it was nothing, and then come back even harder and stronger and more determined. And he would not let up on that face-off.
He was in perfect position for that block, but Lufang just wanted it more.
For a split second, Sean Jackson had that block, and Lufang was just like, no, this is gonna happen right now. Force that thing through, man. And all I could do was go over there and give him a hug, man.
That's a nice moment with Stan Fletcher, his mentor.
That was such a great moment for slam ball and for the Asian community, because he just showed how tough he was.
Getting ready to start the second half. Down 4. It's do or die time for the Maulers.
To beat the Rumble, we have to throw them off their execution. I think we have to play very hard and get in their way. Defend. We have to defend.
Only 4 points separating these two teams. A really fun first half of slam ball. They throw to Stan on the wing. Creates from the outside. Here comes the master. Freestyling. What does he have for us? The power one-handed jam. And he has Redmond just befuddled. Counters on top of counters. But back comes Memphis with the two-handed jam. He climbed the wall and finished.
An offensive explosion here by two of the most exciting players in the sport. Stan Fletcher invented freestyle play there with a great example on display, and Memphis Robinson comes back with the monster jam. He uses that little body to great effect.
And he used it over the much bigger and taller and stronger Bon Stan again! Just befuddling Dave Redmond. What's he gonna do? Which way is he gonna go? Which hand's he gonna use? He is unbelievable.
Stan and the Maulers are smelling an upset. Can they close the deal?
We have to stop getting so emotional on the court. Guys got to keep their composure and get back on defense and play tough. So, you know, we're looking to come into the playoffs and the championship with really like strong play.
Memphis Robinson has picked up the slack here. A 1-point game, though, with 3:20 to go. Back to Memphis, and as we speak, he answers us and delivers on cue.
You know, I might be becoming a Memphis Robinson fan. This is really something. He's really putting everything on display here tonight. Inside, outside, and playmaking, which is what they need. And here he draws a foul. Isano Zhao making contact in the back, and Memphis will get that face-off opportunity.
Let's see what the Micro Machine can do. He waits, pauses, flies, and finishes the one-hand power jam right over Zhao. Unbelievable power and grace from Memphis Robinson.
Memphis with the levitation punctuation on the rookie, and that is Micro Gunner at his best.
29-22. Back again, Janice looking to add to it. Can he? Yes, he can! He has not been the normal Jelani Janice, but that's his 6th point and second 3-ball of the night. Stan fools Redmond again, but this time throws it up and throws it in. Not what he meant to do, but he is so good, he finds a way to put the ball in the hole. Look at again, Jelani Janice showing he can still shoot it from anywhere. Perfect form, lines it up, drains it.
The rotation was slow there, and we saw Stan Fletcher do this earlier in the tournament. He's just got a knack. He's scoring even when he doesn't mean to.
He's finding a way to put the biscuit in the basket despite defense. Hemphill into the middle. Good job there by Teron Williams to disrupt the play. Inches looking for Stan. Hits the back spring. Freestyle. What's he got for us?
Oh.
Quick hit. Boom. Completely suckered Dave Redmond on that play right there.
Crush groove there from Stan Fletcher. This guy is operating at such a high level, and this is with the entire defense focused on him.
You beat them all as you stop Stan Fletcher. You really can't stop him. All you can kind of do is control him slightly. Michael Jordan always got his points, and Stan Fletcher's always going to get his.
Unbelievable. Just when you think he can't do it, he finds a way. The little bunny hop there to fool Redmond. Whitney White loses control, and Stan's got it. They got a chance here, only down 5. 25 seconds to go. They have to have a score, Mason. Teron Williams looks at the three, thinks about it. No. Gives it up. Waits for Stan. No. Redmond is there, and that might do it. Nothing coming out of that possession. They give it to Janice. They got a foul, and the Maulers are all sitting around watching until finally Teron Williams comes over and commits the foul.
Too much time went off the clock there. In the last 30 seconds, an intentional face-off gives you a make-it-take-it situation. If they stop the rumble here, they will get the ball.
Stan goes up and denies! He will not quit, this guy. The unbelievable grit and heart. You see him meet Whitney White at the top of the arena and denies him with that right-handed block.
And Stan Fletcher wanted that opportunity. He said, "Put me in, coach."
The last second effort's going to be too little. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. Even if he'd made it, they would have come up short. Stan Fletcher once again denied a chance at a slam ball championship. Jelani Janice and the Rumble, as they've been all tournament, too much.
Memphis Robinson really stepping up and filling the void of Jelani Janice as we get ready for the second semifinal game, Mob versus Slashers.
The Slashers are a very talented team. They have a great coach in Kevin Stapleton who really keeps their team organized and under control. Josh Carlson is amazing. He's got a motor that just won't quit. He's constantly cutting through, getting loose ball rebounds, and disrupting offenses.
No matter where a loose ball is out on the court, I know I can get there. To me, it's like a big pile of pancakes. I just go get it.
Mob Slashers in game 2 of the semifinals here. We saw the Rumble in a close one against the Maulers, advancing to the final. Despite limited play from Jelani Janice, now we get the Mob and the Slashers. Can Josh Carlson continue his inspired play to try and drag his team into the final?
Remember, the Mob are the defending champions. The Slashers, with no backups, their guys will have to go end to end in this game.
And there you see the Italian Marco Bianchi wearing Bryce Harper jersey. Ramon Moon loses the ball. Carlson on the attack finds Bianchi. Back to Carlson. Good passing here early, and the high finish. Great movement by the Slashers, and they're off to a 2-0 lead. But right back come the Mob and Noah Ballou. He freestyles, springs it, double tramp stamp 360. Noah Ballou, creativity personified.
That is pretty massive as you see the Slashers here doing their version of that 3-2-1 set where they get 2 cutters and then hit the 3rd cutter on that dive in that left corner. And here you see Noah Ballou, not usually a freestyle guy, but has it in his repertoire. He told me before the game he was going to pull out all the stops to get his team to the championship game.
And he certainly did there. Carlson looks for the jumper from that little corner and got it. Only 2, he wasn't outside the zone there, but you see him measuring that up and knocking it down.
You can't give him that. Look, he's got all the time in the world to line that up. Perimeter defense has to be on point for the Mob.
James Lee looks for the diving balloon. Noah up and finishes with the layup. Couldn't dunk it home, but uses his body nicely to shield himself from Blackwell.
And that's what Noah does better than anybody else, is he makes sure that he gets points on the board at every opportunity. As Josh Carlson there, bumped by Noah Ballou, he'll get a face-off.
And we know how Josh feels about face-offs. Can he complete one here? No, Noah Ballou read that one perfectly. The timid nature did not fare well for Carlson there.
We had our statisticians checked, and Noah Ballou has only been dunked on twice in face-offs. It's only happened twice.
Here comes the inside play. Nice looking give and go. Too much passing though. Here comes the long outlet. Fletcher out in front. Blackwell's not going to go after it, which allows Lee to corral it in the corner. So Mob have a chance here to try and build the lead up a little more. And we're going to have no penalty there. I thought Noah was going to get it. The flip from Fletcher is in. So some confusion, but finally Sandy Fletcher with the little hoop.
Sandy Fletcher, a football player from USC. He's got a lot of basketball skills, but has to pick his spots, as Kevin Fawn has been really amazing and innovating all over the court.
Kevin's been fantastic. Very young. Obviously came in the first game, got thrown into the fire, was nervous, but he's really settled down and he's blossomed before our eyes in this tournament.
Sandy Fletcher has the ball, looking in the island, finds the cutting Noah Baloo, 360 windmill jam!
That was unbelievable. Noah Baloo knows the moment. He feels the importance of this moment, and he's going to be ready for it.
Nice finish there from Kevin Fawn, being fantastic there in the lead from Carlson. And we got another great game. Look at Noah Baloo flying with that power jam, and Carlson putting the ball where he needs to as usual.
Kevin Fawn is going to need to put up some significant scoring points as Marco Bianchi draws this foul. Contact in the back, that's a no-no. Ramon Moon will go heads up.
Mission control, ready for launch, fires it down and over the Italian.
Ramon Moon, the Nastronaut, goes big-time windmill lefty. Haven't seen that before from Ramon Moon. Good to see him getting it done.
And the leave. You see the positioning there by Blackwell, keeping that rim occupied. Nothing doing for Lu Fang here early. Such a big game in that last one. But nice dump there. Great offense so far from the Slashers, keeping him in. Ball movement has been at a premium, and they've done an amazing job. Baloo leaves it for Fletcher, who fights on right through Blackwell.
The former Trojan will lay some hits using his football background in the open court, or lay some contact at the rim going up and over the stoppers.
Carlson looking for Bianchi, nothing doing. That's going to bring us to the end. And Carlson is not happy here at the end of the half. His team only down 5, but frustration for Josh.
Noah with a big first half there for this Mob team, but their championship hopes rest on the big, broad shoulders of their stud stopper.
DeAndre Faison been locking down defensively.
The importance of the stopper position just cannot be overstated.
Faison's the best stopper in the league, man. Hands down.
DeAndre Faison is a beast. He really locks down the defensive end for us.
Mob, you've got to be able to get to DeAndre. DeAndre has turned into probably maybe the best stopper in the league.
DeAndre Faison showing what a stopper means.
The stopper is the most important player on the floor, because if he's not back there, you just lose.
Fletcher up. Faison denies!
DeAndre Faison has really emerged. He's got a real toughness about him. He doesn't back down from anybody down there.
DeAndre is their defensive guy. Sometimes the Mob will go on spurs, so they won't score. But you won't score either if you're not attacking DeAndre.
He gives them a back line of defense.
Faison denies.
DeAndre Faison is dominating.
He's like a batter. He's sitting there waiting for your curveball. He's waiting for your knuckleball. He's waiting for your fastball. If you don't switch it up on him, then he's going to just knock you out the park.
Underman Slasher still within striking distance, looking to get to that elusive title game.
I've been a part of Slam Ball for almost 12 years. I never won a championship, lost a couple times in the championship, so this would be just kind of icing on the cake for me at this point.
And Carlson struggling here, trying to will his team to a championship game, but so undermanned. Nice job by Blackwell again. His positioning today has been spot on, denying Moon that time. Carlson loses the ball, but gets it back. Look at the energy Carlson plays with. He's not giving up anything. Curled there by DeAndre Faison, but he will not let go of the ball.
That is how strong DeAndre Faison is. He picks Josh Carlson up like a rag doll.
Ramon Moon leaving, resetting. Now needs a cutter, finds Lee, good backdoor cut, finishes with 2 hands. They finally got Blackwell out of position and they convert on the score. Back come Ooh, good job by DeAndre Faison up high against Kevin Fon.
Beats by DeAndre. He makes sure that the rookie gets nothing on that play.
And James Lee fires a three and is pushed. Carlson can't believe the call. I don't know what he's so confused about. It's pretty obvious you pushed him, Josh.
Yeah, that was pretty serious. I mean, Josh and this guy, James Lee, are actually really good friends.
James Lee flies through the air, loses control, somehow made that a lot harder than it needed to be.
Yeah, James Lee has a tendency to go straight at the rim, but that time he barely got up over it.
Fletcher looking for Lu Fong, who's denied by Blackwell again, blocking out the sun and the rim at the same time here.
What about Lu Fong with that huge statement game in the last competition and has come up blank tonight, but Marco taking advantage of that looping pass and springing up for a big score.
Fletcher, Sandy Fletcher with the crossover is gonna hit the island, looking for Fong again, who again, Blackwell is just teaching the youngster, hey, you may have dominated last time, but today's a new day. Fong hitting the spring, quick hit, great decision. He knew Faison was there, so he decides to beat him with the quick one.
I like that, and you see the slashers are just worn out. They are giving you everything they've got. Kevin Fon extends for that layup, and he's just exhausted, dead on his feet out there.
No subs again for the slashers, playing four-man Iron Man. Noah Ballou with the creativity again. Mr. Softy here with the floater.
And Noah going to his freestyle bag of tricks, which is becoming more important with the playoffs on the line.
Freestyle play is very important in slam ball. It's great at creating a differential between the stopper and the attacker.
A minute 18 to go, 8-point game. Still time for the Slashers here, but they got to get a score. But it's been the defense of Faison who has been dominating this game. Blackwell just as up to the challenge once, twice. These stoppers are playing out of their mind today.
You know the playoffs are in full swing when these stoppers really start cranking up the D to the ultimate level.
That's 3 stops in a row, no offense, both sides. Dominic Faison says, get that weak stuff out of here, rookie. Here comes Ramon Moon, and Blackwell says, no thank you, you will not be doing that today. The defense on full alert here.
It's a defensive smorgasbord out there as Faison and Blackwell are trading spectacular blocks.
And to end it on a high note, Faison denies the rookie Bianchi, and Josh Carlson will have to wait another year for a chance at a championship, as it's going to be the Mob moving on for a shot at the Rumble and a chance to defend their title.
And just a valiant series by Josh Carlson, who really dragged that team as far as they could possibly go. Noah Ballou will advance to the finals to defend his championship against the Rumble.
For Mason Gordon, this is Darren Flam. We'll be back for the championship game.